All right, I just wanted to go over this key to this quiz. Pretty quick here. If you end up having any individual questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. I think we can get pretty much everything knocked out in this, though. First thing I want to talk about is question 1. Understand that every circle is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. In this case, there's your h, there's your k, there's your r. Let's go x minus m squared plus y minus n squared is equal to t squared. Question number 2. Biggest issue I saw in question number 2 is 1, we didn't know our formulas, or 2, we did know our formulas but didn't read correctly, and we only found distance, or we only found midpoint. So let's remember distance is x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, and then our midpoint, x sub m, y sub m is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and then y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Over here on distance, this is just something I do. I'm not saying it's the right way to do it, but I'm going to go negative 3, 7, and 9, negative 15. And I'm just going to put them on top of each other because I can subtract them that way. Just easier, going straight down. So negative 3 minus 9 is negative 12. Square that, negative 3 minus 9. Plus then 7 minus negative 15. Well, 7 minus negative 15 is 7 plus 15, which becomes 22. I saw a ridiculous amount of students not knowing. I was getting a lot of 6s here. I was getting a lot of like 8s there and stuff like that. So just make sure we're doing that right. When we square this, we get 144, and then 22 squared. 22 squared, real quick, is it 484? 22 times 22, yeah, 484. And then that gives me a radical of 628. Okay, so I was looking for that. If you found out that 628 had a perfect square of 4 that will divide into it, and you get 2 radical 157. What I did is I gave everybody that wrote 628 full credit, but the people that wrote this, 2 radical 157, bonus point. So that was 1.5 points for that portion. And then over here, again, negative 3, 7, and 9, negative 15. I'm going to add my x's, divide by 2, so it gives me 6 over 2. Add my y's, gives me negative 8 divided by 2. So there we get 3, negative 4. 1.5 points there. Looking at the next one, we've got equation of circle, center at 3, negative 8. So x minus 3 squared plus y minus negative 8 plus 8 squared. So that's your h and your k. But now we are tangent to the line x equals 2. So the best thing to do here is draw a picture. So we've talked about 3, negative 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 would be right there, and the line x equals 2 is that vertical line right there. Well, if that's an x value of 2 and this thing has an x value of 3, then to be tangent to it, that would be the radius, and that radius there between 2 and 3 is 1 unit. So we'd have a circle that looks kind of like that, and r would be 1, so 1 squared. And then the last one, I think people kind of over analyze this, which is fine, but they took like 3 minus 3 squared, and a lot of people got 6 here. Make sure we do our math right. 3 minus 3 plus then 211 minus negative 112, and I squared that, and that's fine. Doing this is all good, nothing wrong with it, but we got 0 there, and then we get like 323 squared here, and right there we could have canceled and got 323. That's the right answer. Saw a lot of people going and getting like 323 times 323 is equal to distance is equal to square root of 104,329, and then writing that, taking that square root and saying, well, that's 323. That's fine, but understand that you did a lot of extra work going from here to there and then undoing that to get back here, which this is all fine. This is all great and it works, but understand this. And this is why I gave this question, to make sure that we recognize efficiency and how we can be efficient. If I go x3 and 211 might be up there, and 3 and a negative 112 might be down there, that line is vertical. Okay, all you have to do is find the difference in those two things right there. So 211 minus negative 112, 323. That's the distance formula for a vertical or horizontal line. And the order doesn't matter because we took the absolute value. All right, 3 points each. If you made a common error, like let's say that you on question number 1, if you forgot you had sorry about that, if you had x minus m plus y minus n equals t squared, but you forgot your exponents here, chances are you probably forgot those exponents in question number 3 as well. So it was minus 1.5 here in question number 1, but down in question number 3 I only made it minus a half for you. And once you're missing same amount of points for both those, common error, if you made it once you're probably going to make it twice and so forth. So try to free up some points there. Take a look at progress book. Understand that your grades are weighted. This is 80%, so you're taking your score out of 12, multiply it by 0.8, and that's what's showing up in progress book when you calculate your homework grades as well. Another note real quick, some of us are not doing the homework. Please start doing your homework on a regular basis. You're only going to get good at this stuff if you practice it. And you're able to recognize when you need help, when you can ask questions and stuff, that kind of stuff. So please be doing your homework. We're going to have some more of these short quizzes come up pretty soon.